Well, that's a nice way to start. Shut down, had to restart it again. Didn't even give me a chance to say anything, and then it quit. I had to restart. Lost one person already. So hi y'all. What's going on anyway? I'm going to apologize for my appearance. I've been out working on the shed floor and it's been kind of rainy and windy and I'm pretty whooped out. So we got one person in there. Who's watching? Who is that? Hey, Chen. Did you see DJ's comment? Hey, Bill. So anyway, he said by the time he got through watching the video I did where I was trying to center, he said he'd have been throwing it against the wall. Splat. I didn't do anything with it today. Figured I'd give it a rest. It's over there in the corner, and it's just, you know, the table's not right. And, you know, the lighting's bad. I just got all kinds of excuses. So the floor's is on the ground. We put it on blocks. Got it all leveled up and waterproofed it today. Water sealed it, and the shed will be here Wednesday sometime. So they're supposed to call tomorrow for an appointment time. Can you believe that? 18 days to go from St. Louis to Phoenix. I figured that out. It's a little over 1,200 miles. It's about 70 miles an hour. And then it sat for 3 days in St. Louis. And then it went to Kansas City and sat there for 3 days. And right now it's been in Phoenix for five or 6 days. And they're not going to deliver until Wednesday. I'm livid. Yeah. I was making donut holes, Chin. Yeah. Yeah, I got Terry to help me. So we put it up on blocks. Got 4x4s and 2x4s and all kinds of good stuff out there. So got 3/4 inch plywood. It's pretty stable. And we'll put the shed right on top of it. Yeah, I know it. You know, they couldn't get them donkeys to go any faster. It was fast as they'd go. Hi, Larry. Mr. Potter Man. Oh, exactly, Bill. That's exactly right. That was Home Depot, of all people. All the trouble that they have and all the bad stuff they have, and then they go and pull that. And they can complain all they want. I mean, it's nothing but truth. They can't get mad at that. They wanted me to do a survey of, you know, how their service was and how the delivery was and how I like the product. I mean, how do I like the product? I haven't got it yet. Colonel Potter? I don't think so. You guys are going to have fun with that, aren't you? Yeah, the hardest part, Larry, is getting it to center, and then after that, getting it to get it, pull the walls up, trying to get it to stay together. After that, after you learn to pull walls and that, then you can really start doing some stuff. But the centering is what takes the longest, trying to get it right. Well, I mean, that's what everybody says. All the videos I've watched on it. But it's, I've always kind of been like that. It's hard to get going. Get it. I keep messing up, and then all of a sudden, it clicks, and then then you're off. And I've just always been that way. Yeah, you're right, Bill. And the store that I ordered it from in Apache Junction, over in East Mesa, which was about maybe 7 or 8 miles, they had 3 in stock. And I asked them why they didn't transfer it over from another store. They said, "Oh, we don't do that." Actually, this centering is a term used to make it spin in a perfect circle. Chin. So yeah, if you get it too far off center of the wheel, then yeah, you got to take it off, put it back on. But they just call it centering for to put your hands up there and push it up and make it a nice round circle. Supposed to look like a gumdrop. Not like a pancake or a mushroom. When I was pulling it up, I got a volcano. And then when I started pushing it back down, it got pretty wide. And then it just twisted itself right off. It's just, like I said, made a nice donut hole. Hi, Kevin. Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of potty mouthing. Well, you're supposed to lock your elbows into your hips there, right where your legs come up, and right up there on your hips. My belly's too big, I couldn't do it. So I had to try to lock them on my belly, and then my belly shakes all over the place when I walk. So, I was fighting a lost cause. But anyway, yeah, later I went back and I watched it again. I saw all the stuff that I did wrong. So, next time it'll be a little better, hopefully. What, Gavin? Yeah, my belly sticks out far enough. It always gets there 5 minutes before I do. There's another joke about that, but I can't repeat it. No ladies yet. I haven't had any ladies in here much. You guys drive them all out, talking your trash. Hi, Rand. Boy, that's right, Rand. Practice, practice, practice. You know, some of the guys that do the RV thing, that well, especially one, he buys magnets and puts it on the little magnetic board there. So I'm going to make a wooden board with sticky stuff on it, and when I get frustrated, I can take that ball of clay and throw it up there, splat, and then y'all can see how many times I got frustrated and walked away from it. What do you want? What do you want? No. Hi, Mickey. No, it's good, Mickey. It's a good thing. If Chris comes in, then him and Larry will get into it again. They fight like children, They fight like children. So yeah, Mickey, I got your emails, or your comments, and I figured out what I was doing wrong, I think. Hopefully, I'll next time I get my hands in it, I'll try it. Not locking my elbows enough. Hey, what do you know? What you know? We'll get up here on the arm. Come on. Cats never do what you want them to do. They just wait until it's their idea. All right, Mickey. Let me see if I can get her before she runs off. Come here. Come on. Come on, sweetie. Come on. No, it's okay. It's all right. It's okay. There you go. Say hi to Mickey. See, that's Mickey right there, see? Tell her hi. Aw, it's a good kitty. Yes, he's a good kitty. Yeah? Uh-oh. Here comes the claws. It's okay. It's all right. Just sit still for a minute. Yeah. There, okay. Up, down you go. Down you go. Okay, I got to give her a treat now. Yep. You did your performance for the night, right? There you go, sweetie. Yeah, that's the idea, Gavin. And I was trying to, cup it with my left hand, and that's not the way you do it. You have to push it with the, just right there around your wrist, just above your wrist, and then hold it with the right hand. And I wasn't doing that. I was trying to cup the whole thing, and I knew better, but I guess in theory that's the way you're supposed to do it. In reality, you always mess it up, right? Yeah, I started with a smaller ball, Mickey. A smaller ball. When I get frustrated, I can throw it across the motorhome and splat, stick on the refrigerator, and it don't knock anything over. Yeah, that's right, Tim. When you first start something, like Lake said, that today I guess it was. She said, a new challenge is always good. And so far, yeah, it's been a little challenge for me, but I'll get it worked out. Gavin, I did get it to cone up a little bit, but then I had a hole in the middle of it, like a volcano. I couldn't figure out how to get that down. Tried using my thumbs, and that didn't work. So, see, Mickey? See, you guys, you know, Mickey's a potter. She knows. There's another one I watched too, Mickey. It's something Earth something or something Earth. If you can get past his immature stuff, he's a pretty good potter. He really is. Not as good as Simon, but you know, Simon's. Did you know, Mickey, that Simon's father was very famous potter, and so was his grandfather. I can't remember their names now, but you know, he comes from a long line of them. Oh, good, Larry. I'm glad to hear that. Haven't got that brain muscle going yet, Mickey. I'm trying. I had my both hands tilted in too. Yeah, Bernard. That's it. What was his grandfather's name? I like watching the Chinese guys and the Japanese guys. I mean, they've only been doing it for, you know, a couple of hundred centuries. They get pretty good at it. Was that it? It didn't sound familiar, but maybe that's it. I've slept since I read that. Oh, forget. All right. I got it. I got that part. Go yet. Yeah, that's cool, Ran. I was surprised, you know. I just saw a couple, 3 videos, you know, and I got really interested in it, and I started searching for it, and man, there's a bunch of them. And it's been going on for a really long time. Well, Chinese and the Japanese have been doing it. They didn't have potting wheels back then, but there's a kiln that you can use for glass, Ran. I thought maybe, you know, putting during one of the fires to put some glass in it, in 1 or 2 of them. See how that comes out. Okay, Ran, we'll be here for an hour and a half or so. Be waiting on you. Well, don't eat too fast though. Yeah, Gavin. I hope you're not holding your breath, or you're going to be mighty blue by the time that happens. If the first attempt was any indication. I like the idea, though, that you came up with. Tiliman Truck Camper, so, you know, the signature would be TTC on the bottom. Now, here we go. We're going to start. Oh, it'll be a long time, Chin, before I'll try to sell anything. And it's going to be a few months. Yeah, there's a process called raku, Kevin, that they do that. Use sawdust, build a fire in a pit. Use sawdust in the bottom, and then throw it in there and put sawdust on the top. Or not sawdust, but saw chips, wood chips. If I do anything, Gavin, it's, you know, if I'm extremely proud, I might put a little price tag on it maybe, but, you know, you know, it's probably just going to be giving some of them away. But the thing is, though, Gavin, is I don't have a kiln. You know, they're like $1,200, $1,300, $1,500, so you know, I'm trying to figure out some way to get that. It's 220. The generator in the motorhome can handle 220 at 5,000 watts, so, you know, it should be all right. Oh, you buying me a kiln, Gavin? Okay, cool. I'm just kidding. You said you'd buy one, and I was just talking about a kiln, so, you know, no, I'm only kidding you, Gavin. There's going to be a lot of cups and plates. No, I can't have a gas fired kiln here. They won't allow it unless it's in a school or something. It has to be inspected and all that. They're pretty liberal about, you know, using gas in that, but it would have to be propane because of the location where it is. And that's where they get all upset about it. DJ said his mother has one, that she's in a nursing home, I think is what he said. And he said she might want to let it go. I said I'd pay for shipping. He didn't respond, so I assume he didn't think it was funny. What, an electric one, Kevin? For high fire clay, it needs to be up around 2,000 degrees, so, you know, that'd be pretty hard to do on electric. Well, not hard to do, it just would take a while. If you see something, Mickey, let me know on a used one. Not well looking for it, but just if you happen to see something. Yeah. Yeah, new truck. Yeah, that's right, Mickey. I watched a guy, Mickey, the other day. He put a glass bowl over it, and instead of... Yeah, I know it. YouTube's being jerky tonight, again, as usual. It's back. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure what the deal is with it. It's been doing it quite a bit lately, though. Well, it's all right, Mickey, because now I forgot what I said, so... Oh, I think I was saying, if you just happen to see one, let me know. Don't go out and look for one, but if you just happen to see one, let me know. So, I can't remember who it was. Now, you guys, I have to apologize for my memory. It's, you fell off the table, didn't you? That's what you get. That's what you get. Are you going to come running in here now and tell me all about it? Yeah? Well, tell me. It was somebody else's fault? Okay, Larry, have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. So somebody was saying that, when I get up there in the mountains in the springtime, we'll, do some pottery throwing up there, and we'll get all the elk sitting around watching, trying to figure out, what was going on. Yeah, there's a few people that use their clay. I've seen boxes. Now it keeps buffering. People, sorry about that. Clay King, yeah, I've seen some boxes there. Some of the guys use that clay. I got mine from Amazon to start with because I don't know what I'm doing with it yet, so... But it said it was good for beginners, and it was smooth and no grog. So that'd be fun up there, up on the mountain, doing that. The wheel itself is portable, so I could take it up there. I don't know how many watts that the wheel uses, but it's 110, so you got a 3,000 watt inverter, should handle that, and then 500 watts of solar, so it should be all right. Yeah, there's nobody up here at all, Mickey, that does anything like that. The little college they have up here has classes, but they're full right now, and they're not going to be any new classes starting until spring, so I'm going to have to wait to do that, and then I can use the kiln there for free. There's a place in Chandler, which is about 50 miles away, I guess, that you can use theirs, but for $90. A little outrageous. And it so I'll just have to save the bisque. And that's a kick wheel? I'll bet it is. Well, they call it bisque. I can, can save it for, just have to be careful because it's not real strong. But I can save it, pack it up good, and take it up there, and then fire it in a campfire. I'd have a hard time with that, Mickey. No, it's called hand-eye coordination. Well, this would be foot and hand and eye coordination. I would have a real hard time with that. I'd try to kick the clay and spin the kick wheel, or spin the pedal. I can't rub my head and pat my belly either, so I'm coordination challenged. Jimmy! Jimmy, you're always getting ready to eat. You must have a great life. Have somebody cooking for you all the time. Or Jimmy just comes in and says hi to everybody, and I jump right in the middle of it. We usually get 17, 18, 20 people in here. We're down to 5. A lot of people don't like talking about pottery, I guess. I know, Jimmy. I'm just giving you a hard time. That's okay, because it's my live stream, and we'll talk what I want to talk about. Boy, I'm getting an attitude. Sorry about that. Yeah, I know, Chen. It's YouTube's really being jerky lately. People ask me how come I'm not married. Well, for 2 reasons. I have enough nightmares on my own, and I don't want to wake up with one too. And the other reason is when I can find somebody that'll get up at 4 o'clock, make a campfire, and cook breakfast, drive the motor home, find a place to park, and get it set up, so I don't have to do anything. I'll marry that one. Boy, that's just piggy, isn't it? Sorry. Stick around, Jimmy. You'll at least learn the jargon. Bisque and kilns and centering and coning and Oh, yeah. Yeah, I never did. I learned to cook only because out of necessity. My parents, Mom did all the cooking, and Dad and I and my brother would just sit around and wait. And, Hello, completely. I know you told me what to call you before, and now I slept since then, so I forgot again. Yeah, that's right, Jen. Yeah, me too, Jimmy. That's who I was trying to remember who said that. No. Are you kidding? Every time I turn that thing on, he takes off. He goes and hides under the bed or something. He don't want to be around it. Yeah. You got to keep it lubricated too, you know. Chris, that's it. Okay, I'll remember it this time. Chris. Oh, yeah, that's another thing too, Kevin. She would have to be able to shoot and dress out the squirrel too. You guys remember that Survival Man? Was that his name? Survival something? He used to have a TV show. He's always catching a squirrel. I don't think I could eat a squirrel like that. I'll, spread eagle out like that. I don't think I could do that. Yeah. One of the things I like, Chin, is when they're disgusted with you, they all sod off. Now, good, Jimmy. Okay. All right, we'll see you in a bit if you make it. I was talking to somebody the other day, talking about ringing a bell. I think it was Gavin. He said it had his bell. No, it was Jimmy. He said he had his bell rang lots of times. Yeah. But she tells you to sod off? Bob's your uncle. Where's Matt? He should be in there. He's really from the UK. I mean, he's got a pretty thick accent. I bet he could tell us a few. Yeah. I'll see. There goes my memory again. What's his name, guys, gals? He's always a picture of the Thames River at the end. Guy was just slapstick as all get out. You have to really be listening to them, Mickey, to get it. Benny Hill, that's it, Gavin. That was Benny Hill. Guy used to crack me up. That look he always gave the camera, That's it, Chris. See, I remembered that time. Wasn't the contest, Mickey. And then there was Mr. Bean. You guys remember Mr. Bean? Yeah, but the English humor is really dry. And if you're listening, you'll get it. If you're just kind of halfway, you don't get it. Yeah, I used to watch Are You Being Served a lot. That lady cracked me up. her husband was just, oh, geez. Wasn't it? Yeah, her husband, and then who was that? Was that her son or the neighbor? He was all sitting around in a sleeveless T-shirt, big belly, unshaven. Oh, that's right. That's right, Mickey. It was Keeping Up Appearances, not Are You Being Served. No, Bartley, no, I haven't. And welcome. I haven't seen you for a while. And you're right about that. And you just can't talk to some people without offending them. Anything and everything you say. Okay, your brother-in-law. What a slob, man. Yeah. I think on YouTube somebody did a video about uh, offending people, or was that Facebook? I don't remember now, but anything and everything you say, that on a first date, everything and that they were saying to each other, that one would start with that offends me and everything. Oh man, but it was so true. I watched you knit there for, was it knit or crochet, Bartley? I have a hard time calling you that. I know you was John. Do you mind? You should do some of that, some of the crochet, or was it knitting? You should do some of that. It's not feminine. You thought it was, but it's not. It's funny with memory things, the things you remember and then the things that just slip away. Now, I can remember you talking about knitting, or was it crocheting, but I remember you talking about it. My ex is always trying to get me to get her, let her show me how to crochet, and I can't do it. Sorry. Now, I don't remember that one, Chin. Well, that was back when, yeah, it was offensive, but, it was funny, but now it's not. So, you can't win for losing. Okay, Net. X does a lot of crocheting. She makes a lot of stuff. Santa Claus and snowman, reindeer, and all kinds of stuff. No, did you mention that? If you did, Chris, I don't remember it, but I will. Okay, Chin, that's cheating. And it's getting to be a lost art, John. It really is. The ex is funny though. She'll start buying yarn, and she'll start with a box, and then pretty soon she's got 5 boxes, and then she's got 15 boxes. I just burnt my finger with a cigarette. And then all of a sudden she'll sell it all, and then start over a few months later. Okay. Pick out a video and make a comment on there, would you? They won't let you post it. Actually, go ahead and post it. Just go ahead and post the URL for it. And I'll go check them out. We'll let you get by with it this time. Remember Google Hangout? You used to be able to post stuff like that in what they called the side chat, and not in the main chat. But YouTube won't allow it for some reason. Apache Sitgraves National Forest, where I go camping, put a picture up on Facebook the other day, fairly close to where I go camping, and boy, it was nasty up there. Everything was white except for the trees, and they were just ice. Hi, Evelyn. That was a cute picture you posted today with the Merry Christmas. What are you chirping about? Where are you? There you are. You having your dinner? Okay. Yeah, meow. She's eating right now. She's chomping away. Can't believe you guys hear that. It's the mic's pretty sensitive, I guess. I think it's very satisfying, Chin. You know, all the videos that I've watched, it's just absolutely amazing to me to watch them do what they do like that. Have a good night, Chris. Take care. Be careful out there. Especially in that part of the country. Happy holidays if we don't see you again. Oh, that's not good, Chen. I might do something that I'll regret sometime. When I first got it, Chen, it had a full, richer tone to it, but I've noticed lately it's kind of tinny like for some reason. It might be the mixer that's doing that. I'll have to get into the application and see if I can't turn the mid-range and bass up just a little. Yeah. Understand that, John. Yeah, when I was going to school, all they had was wood shop and auto shop and metal shop, and that was it. They didn't have any other things that I could take. I did auto shop. I think it was my freshman year. And then I elected to take study hall after that. But now they've got all kinds of stuff. Of course, they had band. Yeah. But all they ever taught you was marching stuff. I'll have to get into the application, Chin. See if I can't, manipulate it a little bit. Yeah, it's going to be raining here pretty soon. Well, I'm hoping that shuttle will get here on Wednesday. And between Terry and myself, we should be able to get it up in one day, but it's going to start raining Thursday, and then he's got to go back to work on Saturday. So if we can't get it done, then it'll be next week. He has Sunday and Mondays off, so yeah, I might have to wait. Oh man, if we got caught smoking, it was bad. But then you see the teachers in the teachers' lounge or hanging out behind the building smoking, but we couldn't. Smoking in the bathroom, get expelled for that. Yeah, I might get a chainsaw this year, this winter, Gavin. Yeah, think I was saying before, it used to be when I, started going up there a lot, just 2 or 3 years ago, there was all kinds of firewood all over the place. But, uh, like I was saying, because most of the forest was closed last year, except for that one spot, there's a lot of people up there, and now the firewood's gone. Yeah, we had to wear uh, black slacks. It wasn't a uniform, but we had to wear black slacks, uh, decent shoes, no tennis shoes, and a casual shirt, no t-shirts, no logo shirts or anything like that. Yeah, see, that's what I was talking about, Evelyn. That just they just didn't have a whole lot of stuff. Okay, I'll do that, Mickey. I got an idea. Now, YouTube, you used to be able to send messages, private messages to each other, but they've gotten rid of that. Now there's the community or the discussion tab on the main channel. You can do it there. I think you can post a URL in there. Yeah, some of those guys, Mickey, are really guys and gals are really good. That Hobby was it Hobby Potter? She's pretty good. And there's John the Potter. He's pretty good too, but he's obviously commercial. Hello. Hi. Did you think I was going to grab you again? She thought she was going to sneak up there. Yeah, you can, Mickey. You can do it. Practice, practice, practice. Okay, Evelyn, have a good night. Be careful out there. Happy holidays if we don't see you. I asked you on an email if you still had that going, Chen, and if you do, if you can get that going, then I'll start using that during the day. If you don't mind, that is. And just post the URL for it and get everybody in there, and we can do that. Just leave it up and running. Yeah, that's what she was saying. No, don't touch me. What's the matter? What's the matter? She hates to be picked up. One of the things when I first got her was I didn't let her sit on my lap. She tried to at first, but I wouldn't let her sit in my lap. And now she won't. Oh, just for a few seconds, and that's it. She's done with that. Yeah, it'd be kind of a place where we can all just kind of hang out, you know. How many cameras will it handle? I don't remember. Was it 6? Yeah, you know, in Google Hangout, we used to be able to have 8 people in on a panel with 8 cameras. Yeah. Yeah, what Gavin said, huh? She's looking at me like, go ahead, I dare you, touch me. I'm going to touch you. Aww. Okay. That's enough, huh? Okay. Well, 3 seconds is not all that good either. So how many cameras will it handle? Was it 6, Jen? I just read your comment, Mickey, about slip casting. Some of those people that when I said, you know, I was still new enough to appreciate it, some of those people on YouTube think that slip casting is not really doing pottery. She's pretty good at giving me warnings, Gavin. When she's wanting down, the back claws come out. I know right then, just leave her alone, let her jump. She'd get them caught in my shirt or my jacket or, you know, sometimes. Yeah, Gavin, slip casting is it's very thin. You know, when you're doing the centering and the pulling, you get a lot on your hands. You wipe it off into you know, in some water, and it makes it pretty thin. And then you can, you know, under certain consistencies, you can put it in a mold and let it dry. So you know, you actually don't have to do, you know, centering and pulling and all that stuff. It just pour it in a cast. Okay, John. Man after my own heart, man. Chocolate milk. Gotta have that chocolate milk. And chocolate ice cream. And just a chocolate freak, I guess. Take care. Be careful. And good to see you, too, by the way. Let me sneak my commercial in here while I'm thinking about it and just Last week I forgot all about it. So just a little commercial break here. Hi, April. You're not late. As long as we're still up and running, you're not late. Good to see you, though. So, if you shop at Amazon, be sure and click on my link there in the bottom under this video in the description. That'll take you to my store. On the landing page, there's the influencer part, and there's a list of things that I have bought or use, things that I recommend. Right now it's all camping and, off-grid stuff and things like that. If you don't find anything there, you can always scroll back up and type in the search bar what you're looking for. And that'll take you to the regular Amazon pages, but you need to click on the link first before you go into that. And I have to tell you that I will make a little commission on it if you purchase something, but it doesn't cost you anything extra. So, Christmas time's coming up pretty soon. Okay, end of commercial. That's one you can't skip, haha. Oh, also, if you like to just support the channel, you can click on the PayPal. I'll take that too. Or you can just click on both. Oops, I'm sorry, I said end of commercial. While you're trying to digest that, I'm going to go make a couple of more ciggies. Be right back. Meow, meow. Meow, meow. Yeah, cute, Mickey. Thanks. Okay, Gavin. Try to have a good evening. What's left of it. Get you a bowl of ice cream. Makes you sleep better. Well, and since Chris Diamond isn't in tonight, I didn't have to wash my hands. Also, just a little bitty commercial. Okay, Chen. Thanks for coming in. See you next week, or talk to you in the week, maybe. Let me know how you get that worked out, and we'll see if we can't get that thing going. Anyway, down at the bottom there where you type your messages in, you'll see that little $sign. That's a super chat. You can click on that, donate a little bit, $1 or $2, a couple hundred or 1,000, whatever you want. Ha ha. Everything that I've watched about YouTube channels and all that, all of them say that just to remind people about it, not push it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just reminding. I don't know what's up with you guys. Well, when the time changed, I tried to keep my normal time at 5 o'clock here. And everybody said, oh, it's too early. So I go change it to 6 o'clock my time, and then everybody drops out. So I just can't win for losing here. You spelled it right, Chin. Yeah, I can. I'll take that. I'll take somebody. Somebody wants to send one. I'll take it for sure. Can't have a furnace though. They won't let me. Unless I have the gas company come out and run a new gas line underground over to the shed. And they're not going to do that. Or I can't do that. That's for sure. Natural gas, that is. I remember those, April. And yeah, they were heavy. I think my uncle had one of those. Oh, his was a lot older than 97 though. Mine's heavy enough. The truck's a half-ton with little heavy-duty springs on it, makes it 1.5 tons. And when I put the camper on it at first, I was down within 1/2 inch of the rubber stops, so. It was pretty heavy, so I put the airbags on it, get it lifted up some. I don't know why they did that, April. I went ahead and approved it, but I don't know why it did that. I mean, what's wrong with that? 97 Dodge Dually, 1 ton, with it comes diesel. I don't understand that. In other words, they blocked it, and I could either approve it or delete it. I went ahead and approved it, of course. Now, it's like I was saying earlier, YouTube's being kind of jerky the last few weeks. Yeah, guys, I probably should have had at least a 3/4 ton. But, when I bought the truck, it was only $200 and it wasn't running. So, I couldn't go wrong with a $200 truck. All it was a broken gas line. So I fixed that, and it's been running ever since. I haven't hardly put any money in it. Except for the airbags, it was a couple $100. And a water pump and a starter and a battery and stuff that just wears out. I put brakes on the front last summer, I think it was. Now I got to put them on the back now. Yeah. The ones I got were, I mean, they didn't, I didn't go to a truck frame shop or anything like that. I just bought them on the internet. I'll put them on the Amazon influencer page. I probably shouldn't have said that. Each bag will handle 5,000 pounds. I just run mine at about 50 pounds per square inch, and it levels it right up and keeps it good and stable. I'm getting about between 11 and 12, depending. Of course, when I leave here, it's all uphill, big, 7% grades a lot of the way. So, I get down there around 4 to 5. But boy, it sure runs good on the way back. Yeah, give me a day or two, April. I'll have to get them up on there. Not supposed to do that. I'm not supposed to put things on there at the request of people. They get all butthurt over it, I guess. So if anybody asks, April, you didn't hear that from me. They're a snap to put on, too, April. They're not bad at all. I think we put 4 on all four wheels. I think it took about 4.5 hours and 5 hours from start to finish. Only thing is on my Ford I had to drill a hole in the frame, just one hole for a bolt. But you can get them, particularly for your vehicle. Okay, April. Yeah, it's supposed to be completely random. Otherwise, they figure we're friends, neighbors, or relatives, and I can't sell to friends, relatives, or neighbors. They can't tell me why, but it's because they said so. I remember those lists, April. Them honeydews. Now it says, "Oh, honey, shut up." You have solar on there yet, April? Oh, I'm sure there will be. April, I'm sure there will be. Yeah, funny, funny, Mickey. You can get 100-watt panels for $100 now. About $102, I think, something like that. And you can get a basic uh, solar charger for 70, 80, up to $200-300 if that's what you want to spend that much. They're totally not necessary. MPPTs are a good investment. They work a lot better than the cheaper ones do, but they're not a necessity. Of course, the batteries are expensive. I put a roof fan up there too, Ran. Just pick one out at random, and then you can go and search for one in the search box there that you like. Yeah, I do every now and then, Ran. When I remember it. Yeah, it was buried. That one's mine. Yep. Been sitting for a while. So I'll need to start using it, otherwise it makes me cough right at first. Yep. You want to get 12 volt or 24 volt, April? Need to change the juice. It's not tasting too good. Yeah. In fact, there's a kid on my influencer page under solar, Ran, and you too, April. It's easy putting it together, April. It really is, and there's nothing mysterious about it at all. You know, the hardest part, I guess, would be, you know, mounting them to the roof, if that's what you're going to do. I don't have mine mounted on the roof. I prefer to have mine loose so I can move them around, you know. As the sun changes, I can move them around. I don't have to, you know, keep moving the camper all over. Good, April. Are they deep cycle? Of course they are. The 6 volts are always deep cycle. Yeah, Ren, I had 2 connections that I put on the side of the camper. That you know, one female and well, actually 2 females and 2 males that stick out on the side of the camper, and then I just set the panels out on the ground and run the wires to it. About 15 minutes. Takes longer to get them down out of the bed and set them up than it does to hook them up. Now and then I get the camper parked in the shade, and then 30-foot long wires, so you know I can just move those panels all over the place. Okay, we're coming up on an hour and a half, so that's just about it for me. I'm going to try to get something to eat and relax for a little while before I go to bed. So, you know, early to bed, early to rise. So I'll just do like I always do. I'll shut the camera and the mic down, and then I'll just leave it running. And, you know, you guys can chat and talk about stuff, whatever you want. And, you know, if I don't see you before the holidays, I hope everybody has a holidays. Has a nice holiday. I say Merry Christmas. If that offends you, sorry. Or Happy Holidays. $100-watt batteries? You mean 12-watt batteries, or 12 volts, or 100-watt? Yeah, okay, I got it. Never mind. Time to eat. Okay, that's it. Have a good night, y'all. Hey, Mickey, thanks for coming in. Now, any advice, I'm always up for. You know, I take advice. I you know, ask you to watch some of those videos, and if you can spot what I'm doing wrong, I'm always up for listening. So yeah, have a good night, everybody. Talk to you next week. Try to get a video or 2 up, and you know, I was thinking about making a Wednesday pottery night or pottery day or something. That's not real popular with off-grid stuff, but you know, oh well. So good night, all.